don't see nobody, but I just keep hearing shit. That's crazy. Somebody in one of these cars. There might be somebody in the window though. They open and close the window. Oh, I think they just be smoking. And they don't want to go outside. Smoking with cigarettes. Driving here like it's a road. Mothers be driving crazy. I'm like, man, they be fed up with their kids. Oh, I wish a motherfucker would walk in front of my car. Wouldn't that be less money around tax time though? That's fucked up. So, in the last podcast, we established that I'm Kind Sean, Coco, and Hugo Canton. And I'm Fruit Booty, right? We established that. And that I didn't start out this way. It all started with a bet. And I wanted some anal sex, and that was the bet. You can have it if you do it first. Okay, I did that. And got my payoff. But I guess I wasn't any good at it, so it never happened again. I just won the bet, that's all. Now, here's why it's dangerous. Oh, what was it? It was, oh yeah. Most people don't think about it, but in today's climate, there's a lot of political advantage and disadvantage for certain people in certain areas of lifestyle. Yeah, is that right? But damage is an issue I take personally because I've been damaged. That seems like a no-brainer, but I remember the ways in which, I don't know, I don't like to get too, what you call that, when you people put out them little buzzwords for each little industry or genre of lifestyle or whatever. Fuck all that. Some folks don't want you to believe or even think about the fact that incest and child rape happen in this country more often than we care to talk about. However, nobody says anything when the black dominant male is chastising a very small black male or female, or if it's a dominant or protective black female, Ethiopian descent, ADOS, and blaming the child for the way it is a cop-out, and it's very pussy, uncouth as can be, and it's very ignorant, because damaged people damage other people. That's a fact. Check it out. Hard to dispute that one. But that type of damage, nobody wants to talk about that. It's not pleasant. But neither is ridiculing someone for their behavior or the way they act that has been damaged. Should we bring up the child in the way that she goes, yes, that's true. But to put the responsibility of what people think would be an unbalanced behavior in someone is not right. Because a long time ago we had buck breaking camps. Buck breaking camps. Greek people, Greek culture, they came up with a word called platonic. It means we just friends, okay? There's another one they didn't care to use called agape. That's the real one, where we brothers and we ain't doing nothing else. We don't love each other for nothing but the brotherly love, and not the funny kind of way. Now, the platonic, these cats would be in these baths with these boys that have been castrated just for serving them, just to serve them. Try to turn this around on this. Torturing a kid over the effects of damage is not an adult, mature thing to do. In fact, it's quite ignorant and it's quite immature. And it takes the blame squarely off any parent. And maybe that's why they use the uncles to do that shit. Come over here and straighten this boy out. Come over here and Annie Mae, come over here and straighten this girl out. She thinks she like girls. Well, how did she get that way? And this is what people love to say. I don't know, my mama made me that way. That's just the way God made me. Perfect. He don't make no mistakes. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, maybe it's some sort of syndrome where if you put it off on that motherfucker, okay, you don't want to fucked up the kid. You put it off on him and then they fall in love. What they call it? Stockholm syndrome. Maybe it's a little bit of Stockholm syndrome involved. I don't know. But it's a clear, anybody doing that in the first place ain't doing nothing but trying to get the attention off of them. So there are horror stories of people accusing other people of what they are. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feeling or call nobody uncle out or, but no, don't nobody say nothing when that kind of shit is going on, and that's not right. The pastor at that church, what was it, a couple years ago? He gonna take his church back, ain't he? What? Huh? He called his, he put on a show. Oh man, he put on a show. He was wrong. I said it then. I said it as soon as it came out. He was wrong. He was real wrong. In his manner, his timing, the fashion that he did it. He gathered support for this type of buffoonery in what he called the Lord, in the Lord's house, acting the fool. He acted the biggest fool, in my opinion. Now, maybe you've never been in the pulpit before, or maybe you've never experienced church life in a way that is goddamn ugly. But there was one film, it showed a small portion of it. There were people fucking with people up at the pulpit. And they out there in the pew fucking with, And I've heard not a horror story, but I've heard some really wild stories about what people will do to break the concentration or disrupt what's going on in there. Whatever. it's kind of tripped out. But if you can only imagine the type of shit that goes on, but this still doesn't take the onus off of adults that have something better